Coming up next on Trojan News, locals are loving a new Mexican restaurant.
And the wrestlers add to the mayhem at IUP. These stories and more coming up next on Trojan News.
And now, from Studio 100 at Greenville High School, this is Trojan News.
Hello and welcome to Trojan News for Friday, January 17th. I'm JC Burkhart.
And I'm Emily Jackson.
Morelianos, the latest addition to Greenville's dining scene, has opened at the corner of Water and Main Streets. Owned by Greenville natives Alex and Francisco Amado, the restaurant features authentic Mexican cuisine in a beautifully renovated space. With rave reviews and strong community support, Morelianos is quickly becoming a local favorite.
Living in Greenville, all of us are always looking for a new, fun, comfortable place to eat and hang out with our friends and family. Luckily for us, that's exactly what Morelianos has to offer. Friendly faces, welcoming you in, and very comfortable seating arrangements makes it a very enjoyable place to be.
I wanted to bring something unique, special, and like a fine dining experience to Greenville.
It doesn't end at just that. Their food is what really reels you in. With over 55 authentic items to choose from, it's almost impossible to find something that won't appeal to you.
Popular would be the molcajete, which is like a fajita with all the meats. But personally, I couldn't decide. I made the whole menu.
The staff is mostly high school and college students from the area, giving them a close job experience to where they can earn a few extra dollars. There is not another restaurant in the area that can give you such an at-home feeling.
That everybody that walks in the door becomes family, including my employees.
So the next time that you are craving some authentic Mexican food and amazing service, head down to Morelianos on Main Street in Greenville, PA.
Speaking of food, Trojan Treats is making a big impact this week by donating 100% of their profits to support relief efforts for the victims of the Southern California wildfires. Every snack you buy helps provide aid to those in need. Don't miss the chance to enjoy a treat while making a difference. Stop by Trojan Treats today.
And in even more food news, developers have announced plans for the Shenango Valley Mall site that include a Chick-fil-A, Chili's, and Longhorn Steakhouse. Additional retailers, including a large national retailer, will be announced at a later date. The complex will provide 900 jobs to the region.
If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? We asked students to choose their ultimate dish, and their answers ranged from comfort foods to international favorites. Let's see which food took the top spot and hear why these students picked it as their go-to meal.
It would probably be spaghetti, because I eat it like all the time.
I think I probably wouldn't be able to make that up like right on the spot because there's a lot of factors that come into it, and taste isn't definitely a large one. I think nutrition would be a big part of like the deciding factor in this. So if there is a food that could provide me like the daily supplements that one would need to live, I feel like that would be an option.
If I could only eat one food for the rest of my life, I would choose lasagna.
I would pick tacos because they're really yummy.
I think it would be pizza. With pizza, you can put anything on it and it'll taste good no matter what.
I would pick wings because there's a variety of options and sauces, and you won't eat the same thing over and over and over.
I'd probably pick pasta, and because it's my favorite food.
If you could only eat one food, what would it be?
Probably chicken Alfredo. What about you?
Rice, just like plain rice.
In this week's Spotlight, senior Tristan Potter speaks with fellow senior Nick Zoldrick about his future plans and best memories at GHS.
What are your plans after high school?
So after high school, I'm going to go to Penn State Barron and play baseball and major in mechanical engineering.
Okay. What's your favorite memory at Greenville?
Probably this past football season, making it District 10 championship, and just the whole year overall has been a really fun time.
What do you miss at Greenville?
The small school atmosphere and just all my friends here.
Lightning round. What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Favorite food?
Chicken.
Favorite music genre?
Rap.
Beyonce or Taylor Swift?
Beyonce.
Favorite subject?
Math.
Favorite animal?
Really shark.
Thank you, Nick, and back to the studio.
Fires continue to spread throughout Los Angeles, and a popular social media app could be coming to an end. Luke Stanfa has these stories and more in this week's World Watch.
the recent fires spreading in California have caused hundreds to evacuate. The Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives have now taken the investigative lead in the Palisades fire, where over 23,000 acres have now burned. The wind has helped the fire spread throughout 4 southwest counties in California. Last spring, President Joe Biden signed legislation into law that requires TikTok's parent company, ByteDance, to sell the popular social media platform face a ban on national security grounds. The social media giant wants to delay enforcing the law, scheduled for January 19th, which they say violates the U.S. Constitution's First Amendment protection against government abridgment of free speech. Hamas has accepted a draft agreement for a ceasefire in the Gaza Strip and the release of dozens of hostages. 2 officials involved in the talks said Tuesday mediator Qatar said Israel and the Palestinian militant group were at the closest point yet to sealing a deal.
The Lady Trojans come out on top in a close game against Hickory, and the wrestlers battle it out against tough competitors at the Midwinter Mayhem at IUP.
Parker Ritzert is standing by in the Sports Center with the latest. Take it away, Parker.
The girls basketball team edged out the Hickory Hornets 40-40 in a thrilling Region 4 matchup on Monday, January 13th. Ava Caskill led Greenville with 14 points, while Lexi Bush and Sydney Hart combined for 3 key three-pointers in a strong third quarter. The game came down to the wire, with Hickory's last-second shot missed with the mark. Caskill also led in rebounds with 6, while Ella Tokar added 5 steals for the Trojans. The boys basketball team bounced back with a dominant 61-35 victory over the Wilmington Greyhounds on Friday, January 13th, proving the Region 1 record to 3-0 after a slow start. The Trojans tied the game 27-27 at halftime. Thanks to a strong second quarter from Noah Cano, Greenville took control in the third quarter, led by Justin Shells, 11 points, including key fast breaks, layups, and free throws. The Trojans' defense shined in the second half, holding Wilmington to just 8 points. Shell finished with a game-high 20 points, while Ryan Leftfoot and Cale Thurber contributed with key rebounds and steals. The wrestling team finished 17th in a field of 57 teams at the Midwinter Mayhem held at IUP January 10th through the 11th. With several wrestlers placing extremely high, Coach Reynolds provided Trojan News with the details.
Kids had an outstanding weekend. It was one of the toughest tournaments in the country, 23 nationally ranked competitors. We had 6 kids make it to the final day, which means they were in the top 12 out of 53 teams, and that was the second best performance out of any team there. Some of the highlights: Rudy Gentili took down the nation's #1 ranked wrestler and was actually out ahead for a bit until that guy wore Rudy down, but really a super performance. Place winners Teague Calvin took 2nd place, and Hunter Cox took 8th place. Kelly Enterline took 4th place. So
that's the latest from the Sports Center. Let's send it back to the studio.
That's all for this week's episode of Trojan News. Be sure to follow our YouTube channel for the latest in school news. For Trojan News, I'm JC Burkhart.
And I'm Emily Jackson. Stay warm and have a great day.